What's going on, guys? Got another comic book haul video for you. I got three separate hauls this time. One from a local comic shop, one from an order from Torpedo Comics, and one from the flea market. Starting off with the batch from local comic shop. It was over in, where's that, Clarksville or Jeffersonville, Indiana. TCB Comics. I went over there a few weeks ago and dug through their long boxes and didn't find anything, but they had a couple of long boxes full of sets of comics that were completed that you could buy. So I went through those. I know everybody always says to go through those. You're not sure what you might find. I've never really found anything in them, but this time I lucked out. I found the 5-issue Punisher miniseries, all 5 issues. It was $60 total, so that works out to, math skills are good enough for that, $12 an issue. So I was really happy about that because this first one can go, between 30 and 50 bucks depending on the day, and this was right before the official news came out that John Barenthal was coming back as Punisher in the in the Daredevil show. So these books have probably gone up since then. So really excited to find these. These are I found Punisher #1 from the ongoing series last year at an antique mall, at a toy and antique mall for like $10. I was really happy about that. And then now I've got the first 5 issues of the miniseries, which I'd always wanted and I never had when I was collecting as a kid. But now I do, and I was very excited to get those. I just love these covers, #1. And one thing I didn't notice until recently was, you see up there it says 1 in a 4-issue miniseries. And it's just a really cool Mike Zeck cover. And then #2, it says #2 in a 5-issue miniseries. Another beautiful Mike Zeck cover. Punisher about to waste the Warriors there. Then #3, it goes back to a 4-issue limited series. So I don't know what was going on, if they thought there was going to be, obviously thought there was going to be a 4-issue, then a 5-issue, then back to a 4-issue. Maybe they were like not selling enough per issue or something. I don't know, but it's kind of interesting. #4, back to a #4 issue, which is weird because then this would be the final issue, but it's not. But another fun cover by Mike Zeck, just Punisher hanging out the mobsters. I'm imagining mobsters or bank robbers are planning a heist or something, and he's gonna bust through. Really cool. And then the last one, #5 in a 5-issue. Another cool Mike Zeck cover, and this is the only newsstand, which is fine. I don't care. I was just really happy to get all 5 of these issues for a really good price. So now I've got the miniseries. I've got most of the ongoing series. I think that all the early issues, and then all the early issues of the Punisher War Journal. I still need. I think there's one in the first 10 that I still need, but I've got #1, and then I've got the 2 Wolverine issues. So those are the ones that you usually have to pay more than $1 for. So I've got all those. So there's one more War Journal, and then I'll have most of the Punisher stuff. I'm still working on his first appearance, obviously. That's a long-term goal, I guess. But just really excited to get all 5 of these, this mini-series complete in one shot. Alright, and then the next set of books, these are the Essentia books. These are my Torpedo Comics order. So the reason I got these, they showed up on the CBSI Almost 10 and then the Top 10 the week after. These are coupon books. So if you open up these inside, they've got coupons. I got 2 of each because I think I'm going to get a coupon from each one and then leave it intact as well. I'll open up this other copy of #15. Let's see. Nice thick square, or not square bound, but nice thick books. And then you've got the Essentia hidden variant. So if you collect all these coupons, there's 5 of them, and submit them, you get either a variant cover for, I'm not sure what issue it is, but it's either J. Scott Campbell or Frank Miller cover. So J. Scott Campbell released the image of his cover a few weeks ago on his Instagram. It looks pretty good. I don't think Frank Miller's released his yet, but you see there's the coupon, hidden variant, coupon number 3. So you fill that out, send it in, and then, yeah, it's 5 unique coupons from 13 through 17. So this is 15. And then that first issue is number 13. And then, so I got 2 of each of those from the Torpedo website, and then number 14 I got from an LCS. So I only have 1 copy of this, and I haven't even opened this, so I'm hoping the coupon is still in there, but it would be pretty funny if it wasn't. But it looks like it's in there, thank goodness. Hidden variant coupon number 2, yeah. So the secondary market on these was a little crazy there when it popped up on that list, but you could still get them on the Torpedo website for $5, which is cover price. So that was nice. So I got 2 copies of 13, which is a really cool Frank Cho cover. I remember when that one came up on the previews app when I was doing like the FOC order and stuff. I almost ordered it just because of the Frank Cho cover, but I didn't. But the coupon thing just kind of reminds me of when I was collecting in the 90s. I remember, I think the first one I did was the Image Zero. They had coupons in some of those early Image books like Spawn 4. And I remember Shadowhawk number 1 because I remember I was leaving the comic book store on my bike and I had a bag of comics. Shadowhawk number 1 was in there, and I crashed on my bike. There was somebody coming up on the sidewalk, and I tried to avoid him, and we kind of ran into each other, and I went flying off my bike. And I didn't care if I got hurt, but my comics got all scratched up, especially that Shadowhawk number 1 because it had that shiny silver cover, and it had big scratches down the front of it, so I was super bummed about that. And I don't think I ever actually sent in the coupons for the Image Zero, but I managed to pick up a copy. Those are in dollar bins now, so that was cool. But this is just kind of a nostalgic kind of vibe to it with the coupon cutting and mailing away stuff. So they did that a lot with the Wizard Half books. You had to mail away for those. So 13, 14, and 15 have come out, and then I've got 16 and 17 pre-ordered from my local comic shop here in Louisville. So hopefully I'll get copies of those, and I'll mail those away, and hopefully get the J. Scott Campbell cover. If I get the Frank Miller cover, that's fine too. I'm not a huge fan of his art, but it's more about the you know, what do you call it? The not treasure hunt, scavenger hunt of getting these coupons, cutting them out, and sending them off. I kind of like that. Just a fun little added thing for collecting. All right, so that's all those. I'll leave Punisher up because that's my favorite probably. And then this last stack of books, these are all dollar books from the flea market. They had the Spring Fling flea market at the fairgrounds out here at the Expo Center about a month ago now. Thankfully there was no gunplay or no drive-bys like there was at the one on New Year's Eve, so stayed safe and grabbed a nice stack of dollar books. So just go through those. Starting off with Assassins number 1. Just one of these amalgam books. Got a couple of those. This one was fun. It's got that blank UPC. I guess this was in like a 2 or 3 pack. I'm not sure what was in those packs. I imagine it was more of the amalgam books. They were probably packaged those together and sold them like at Toys R Us or KB Toys or something like that. Because it doesn't have the barcode and it doesn't have like the what's an amalgam, so I don't know if the direct editions, they probably wouldn't have a Spider-Man. They probably just had the barcode and said direct edition on them at this time, because this was towards the mid to late 90s. So happy to get that. Got a cool Atlas book. Got a couple of these. Got number 1 cover B and number 1 cover E. This is the Mark Brooks cover. I just got these. This is early Mark Brooks art. He did the cover on this one, and then he does the interior art as well, so that's fun. This is, like I said, early Mark Brooks art. You saw one of my videos, a couple videos ago, showed the G.I. Joe book that had some of his early work in it as well, so you can definitely see his style is in that vein, kind of manga inspired, crossed with the extreme stuff of the 90s. I mean, muscles over here. So, kind of a cool book to find. So, I was happy to get that. Got this Batman Beyond number 12, or Batwomen Beyond. I grabbed this one. It's Saya art on the interior. I think she does a cover as well. So, I was happy to pick that one up, just trying to get as much. I don't think that's her on the cover, actually. It's got a different signature, but she definitely does the interior. So she's working on a new book. I think she's doing a manga now. She's got a YouTube channel that shows her process and stuff of drawing the pages and everything, so that's pretty cool. I think she's doing another Lola book as well. I think that might be coming out on Kickstarter or something. But she's doing she does the interiors on this, so it's pretty cool. I always like when the good cover artists do the interior art. It's a little rare now. You have to go back to the early stuff usually, so that's what this is. Cool Zatanna there. So yeah, happy to find that one. Then got a Battle Chasers number 2. Just trying to put this one together. Was this I don't think this was a variant. I think I had a Dynamic Forces variant, but maybe that was in a different haul. But I know Joe Mad just came out and said, I think the new Battle Chasers is coming out pretty soon, so trying to piece this run together as best I can before that happens. Got some fun Coneheads books here. I loved the Coneheads movie. Oh no, there goes Punisher. Down goes Punisher. Alright, I'll put the Assassins up backwards. Good thing that Punisher book was in a top loader. I gotta fix that. That's the second time that I've lost a book back there. Anyway, Coneheads, this is number 3. I think they did a 4 or 5 issue miniseries around the time the movie came out. And like I said, I loved that movie. I think that and Wayne's World are probably my favorite Saturday Night Live movies, or character movies. Dan Aykroyd, Jane Curtin, Chris Farley was in this one too. He played the daughter's boyfriend. Jason Alexander was the neighbor with the toupee, so that was fun. Had an early appearance by Adam Sandler as well. And they got their new names, the Chicos. So that was fun. And this was one of the movies I had on videotape when I was a kid, so I watched it quite a bit. And then number 4 there. So I'd never seen these before, so when I did, I had to grab them. Some more 90s goodness here. This is Cyberforce 25, super shiny cover, and it's a nice wraparound. But they cheaped out on the foil because the back cover is not foil. So the front cover's shiny, the back cover is kind of in space, I guess, in the shadows. So our heroes are in foil, the villains are in shadows. So that's pretty cool. And then got some run filler here. This Marvel Knights Elektra run, written by Greg Rucka, who's a great writer, and then Greg Horn's doing the covers on a big chunk of these, so that's why I'm grabbing these. Got number 7, number 9, number 11, number 12. These are all still Greg Horn. And last one is number 19. Doing some karate chopping there, or karate kicking. Looks like she's kicking it's a bag. I was like, that looks like a marshmallow. Just a heavy bag that she busted up. Okay, and next got more amalgam goodness. Magnetic Men featuring Magneto. I think there were 2 of these Magnetic Men amalgam books. This is the first one I've got, so that was fun. I love my crossovers, so I got this Marvel Comics vs. DC number 2. And I just noticed when I was putting this in my inventory list, so there was a Marvel Comics vs. DC, and then DC versus Marvel Comics. I'm not sure if that's all from the same run, and they just changed the title with each issue, if that alternated back and forth, but it was really, really annoying, because I was like, I thought I had number 3, and then I went to my inventory, and it wasn't on there, but then I looked at DC versus Marvel. I was like, oh, there it is. So, anyway, this is number 2. And then got some more of these Miss Marvel books. Just trying to fill out this volume 2 run. Got a couple early ones. There's number 3. It's a cool Frank Cho cover. Another insect. Well, that kind of looks like that first Essentia book he did. It's got a lady and an alien looking dude. So, inspiration, perhaps. But really like that. I really like Frank Cho. So there's what's this one? Number 4, another Cho cover. Miss Marvel coming at you. And then number 16, this is when Greg Horn's doing the covers. I'm not sure which issue he started on, but like I said, Cho did the early ones, and Greg Horn did a chunk, then Mike Diodato did a chunk. So I always like their cover art. So I'm just going to try to get all 50 issues of this. There's number 21. And trying to look at the cover on this one. 25, not sure. That's the Secret Invasion one. So that's her as a scroll, so that's pretty cool. And then number 26. Another fun Secret Invasion cover. So yeah, got a good chunk of those knocked out. Happy about that. Then just got a couple more one-offs here. Got Rocko's Modern Life, number 2, Newsstand. Really liked this cartoon when I was a kid on the Nickelodeon block of stuff with like this was a little after Ren and Stimpy, more in the Rugrats time, I guess. So this is my first Rocko comic. I know number 1. I've seen number 1 a couple places for like $5, but I'm too cheap for that. So I'll keep hunting in the dollar bins for it. Got this Silver Surfer book. This is number 3 of 5. This is another one of those miniseries that changed the numbering in the middle. I think number 1 says number 1 of 4. And then they switched it to 5 issues during the middle. Just a cool, I think Harvey Tolabau, yeah, he does the interior art on these. So that's why I'm grabbing these. And I like Silver Surfer. He's one of my favorites. I don't think Tolabau did the cover on that one. I don't recognize that signature down there, but he does the interiors. See if I can find out. Oh god, I almost tore that Rocko book apart. See who does the cover there. I'll show some of the Tolabau interior as well. Let's see. Does not show. That's some high evolutionary goodness there. Maybe in the new Guardians movie. Yeah. Really cool. Really like Tolabau. That might be Norrin Rad before he turns into the Surfer. Looks like he's on a engine or something. He's on a Star Wars pod racer. Doesn't have the... Okay. Writer Greg Pak, pencilers Harvey Tolabau and Ivan Coelho. Does not say who the cover artist is. It's like Pagoyan? Pagoyan? Yeah, I'm not sure. But just a fun little Silver Surfer run I'm trying to complete. And got another good crossover here. Street Fighter cross G.I. Joe. This is the subcover. And that one might be a wraparound, I'm not sure. Let's open it up. No, it's not. Got the Winona Earp. Looks like it might be a connecting cover though, so that's funny. Where I used Punch and Shipwreck and a parrot. What was it? I can't remember the parrot's name. But I do love my crossovers. Like Street Fighter and G.I. Joe a lot, so can't go wrong with that. Speaking of crossovers, got Universe number 1. Oh wait, this isn't a crossover. Well, this is a crossover like all the Top Cow things, I think. I just grabbed this one because it's a Dynamic Forces Clayton Crane cover. I thought that was cool. I think I've got a J. Scott Campbell or Mark Silvestri cover of number 1. But I didn't have this one, so I was happy to find that one for $1. And got Usagi Yojimbo 112 from the Dark Horse run. Just slowly trying to piece as much Usagi books together as I can. And the last 2 books are some Witchblades. So number 10 says First Appearance of Darkness. I found a newsstand copy of this last year at a con, so this is the first direct edition of this that I've gotten, so I was happy to find that. And then, let's see, started with Punisher, so we'll end with Punisher and Witchblade. Just a cool crossover with Witchblade and Punisher, and then it's a Linsner cover, so I thought that was really cool. You don't see him doing a lot of non-Dynamite covers, I guess. He does a lot of the Cry for Dawn stuff and the Sonya books, which is fine, but it's always nice to see him step out of that. So I liked his version of the Punisher. He's got the extra pouch there on the thigh, which I appreciate as a 90s kid. So yeah, just a fun book to wrap it up with. That's going to do it, guys. Hope you enjoyed the haul, and I will talk to you later.